EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New Orleans Saints. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. He'll have a first down past the 40. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. Bit of a haymaker right after the starting bell, Charles. One play on the ground, and you're already on the other side of the 50.
I like how you went boxing there. Essentially went from the weigh-in to walking into the ring, being introduced, and firing away. Big shot early.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Kamara. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They go play action here on first down. And we'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the ground, this is Kamara. There he goes inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Looking to throw. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Touchdown, Saints. His first career touchdown pass, and yeah, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
The score is Saints 7, Bills 0.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. The LSU man, Leonard Fournette, born right here in New Orleans. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Fournette running out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers, but in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll drop to throw. From the left side, it's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They're going to look to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal that may be trying to get an advantage that way.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Deep for Thomas. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 42 yards.
34-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Quick throw complete into the flat out left. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Down inside the 15 he goes. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. Here's Kamara off the draw. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run. This is Kamara. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run it with Kamara, and this time he is in.
Yes.
Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down the field game here.
I'll take it. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
3rd down.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills have broken the tie. That's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
It's been an exciting sequence to watch.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On play action, they'll throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Able to find Harris, complete. And he is going to have it. They're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert. Terrific play call. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. Oh, my goodness, he put it in one-handed. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz will look to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. Nifty move. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Fournette, a first down carry. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. On second down, here's Fournette. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They'll run with Fournette. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 35 on second down. Allen, he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Fournette. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Allen. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
7-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have broken the tie. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
5-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First down. He'll drop to throw it. Double team, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Their own 16-yard line.
Come to the line to start their next drive. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on first and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. This has it over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. operating from the gun. Allen, that's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
11 yards there, first down.
First down, Buffalo.
Now Fournette. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On the run, it's Fournette. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
The tackle made by...
They'll give him a yard on the play, and the Bills will move the chains.
And the Bills first down.
This is Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And now they'll throw with Allen. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, Allen going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he is all the way up past the 25. The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, has got a hand in to break that one up.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Allen. That's complete to John Ross. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Allen on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Allen. Got a man open. It's Ross. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. His time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here live in New Orleans. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. Harris now to return. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Their own 16-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Let's go on attack. We'll see how they've got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
34-yard line.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Back to throw now on first down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. There he goes, right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter.
28 all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Allen now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, but it'll be second down.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Going deep downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
John Ross, 66 yards. And the Bills have broken the tie. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All all the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Brought down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Again, it's Kamara. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
They'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
And at the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Terron Johnson able to pick it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
42-yard line.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he gets it down to the 32.
The handoff to
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
29-yard line.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
From the 29, Allen will get this one to the Golden Donor. St. Brown. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. The bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 more on that one and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
At the 18-yard.
Sean Davis that time on the tackle.
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Kamara. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. His throw at the 5. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe
a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. In for the touchdown, and in the final seconds, forget overtime, they just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Buffalo, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis.